Once again, I'm coming again to do a little sit down, man. Just on should we commend ourselves for the work that we do, which is in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And with no further ado, I'm going to dive right in it. But before I do that, I'm going to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the items that's pushing this work around the globe in truth and sincerity. Push on, items. And first precept I'm gonna grab is this 2 Corinthians 3:1. It says, "Do we begin again to commend ourselves? Okay, or need we, as some others, epistles of commendations to you, or letters of commendations from you?" Okay, so do we commend ourselves for basically preaching these letters to the churches, as Paul was speaking, you know what I'm saying, or letters of accommodations from you, meaning that you are accommodating us for whatever purpose, man, or the receivers of that, or letters of accommodations from you. So let's get a precept and see if we commend ourselves. This 2 Corinthians 10:12, it says, the 2 Corinthians 10:12, it says, "For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise." Yeah, this foolish indeed, man, because when we commend ourselves, then we boast in ourselves. The scriptures tell you to boast in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Meaning, and with that boasting, meaning giving all glory unto them, man, for allowing us to be a vessel to push forth this work or do this thing that's called the truth, man. And a lot of guys, I find it ironic. A lot of guys in this truth, man, they may find this as a self-will thing, man. Especially when they have knowledge. Knowledge puffing it up to where they would think again they would then fall into that a demonic spirit to fall upon them, man, and it cause them to start to commend themselves, man. But you losing focus of the vocation that's at hand by doing so, man. And a father usually, drop this spirit on wicked men, man, who are looking for accommodation for themselves, man. But this too, moving on, it says, "Ye are our epistles written in our hearts, known and read of all men." Okay, so ye are our epistles written in your heart, man. Okay, you are the letters which are on our mind. That's why it's being translated from our minds unto you guys, man. Meaning the men of the Lord and to the people who are not hearing it, man, which they are of the letters too. They are the epistles, man. That's why it's been given unto them. Like the scriptures say, "He who have an ear, let him hear." He is of the epistle of the Lord, of these holy letters. Okay. It says, "Known and read of all men," man. So who are ye? The ye is those elect men, man, who was going to receive this epistle, man. Because if it's known and read of all men, okay, all men is not going to receive this. Of course, we know that's written in scriptures, And I get a precept to back that up. This 1 Corinthians 9:2. It says, "If I be not an apostle unto others, okay, yet doubtless I am to you." Okay, so without doubt, I am to you. And that I am to you is those who can receive this, who can understand. All right, so that's without doubt. Well, men of the Lord know who the men of the Lord is. The spirits of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, man. For the seal of mine apostleship are ye in the Lord. Okay, so it's basically his apostleship. Let's get that word. Let me just look it up real quick. His apostleship, his sending away of the sending of a fleet of consuls with an army, a year, an expedition, a sending away, a dismissal, release, a thanks sent, of gift in the New Testaments, the office and dignity of the apostles of Yahushua, apostleship. Okay, so that's basically being sent away to do the work. All right, so he says, my apostleship, go back to it. It says, for the seal of mine apostleship, his sending away are ye in the Lord. So he was sent away to seal you in the Lord, man. To basically bring you back to the fold. Okay? So it's no commending of himself. He basically saying, look, this work is of the Lord, man. I'm sent away through the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. If that I don't do this, man, that I will condemn my own self, man. Okay? Moving on. It says, for as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of Yahushua, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not in the tables of stone, but in fleshly tables of the heart. All right, so these epistles, okay, which are letters of Yahushua, ministered by us, okay, basically governed by us, you know, written not with ink, all right, but with the Spirit of the living God. All right, let's get a precept for that, man. Not in the tables of stones, but in fleshly tables of the heart. All right, I'll go to it's Exodus. (24) and 12. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law, and commandments which I have written, that thou as mayest teachest them. Okay, so when it was ministered by us, Moses being one of us, Lord willing, we are of the elect men. When it was ministered by us, written not with ink, you see that? It says, the Most High said, I will give thee tables of stone and the law and commandments which I have written. Okay, was written of the law, but with the Spirit of the living God. You see that? With the word of the living God, not in tables of stone, but in fleshly tables of the heart, man. Okay, that thou mayest teaches them. All right, I'll grab another precept. This Exodus 31 and 18. It says, and he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communion with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. All right, so it be, you know, it's transferred from a spiritual sense to a physical sense, but it still dwells spiritually in our mind, man. Where our mind is our heart. That's our spiritual part of our inner being, man. You know, so it says, but in fleshly tables of the heart. So it's put up on our heart, man, you know, to carry these laws and testimonies and statutes out, which is written by the finger of God, man. All right? I'll get one more. It's Psalms 48. It says, I delight to do thy will, O Yahweh. Yea, thy law is within my heart. So it's within his mind. And where the heart dwells is what? That's the spirit also, man. And the Father deal with the spirit. Like you say, you serve the Lord, gotta serve the Lord in spirit, man. All right. So, and those men who are serving the Lord in spirit are the men of the Lord. Okay, these are the ancient men. These are the elect men of God, man. Because these are the only way you can connect with the Heavenly Father spiritually, man. All right. Now go to 4. It says, and such trust have we through Yahweh Shah to God with. Okay? Let's look up that word God what? 2 Corinthians 4. Salak, that's 3. And such trust have we through Yahweh Shah to God with, man. In that order. This is to God with.
Strong's G 2316. Theos.
Theos. A god or god is a general name or deities of the divinities, the Godhead, the God the Father, the first person in the Trinity. Yahweh Shah, the second person in the Trinity. Holy Spirit, the third person in the Trinity. So hold on, how is it first person, second person, and third person? Why shouldn't it just be all together? They all one. Spoken of the only and true God refers to the things of Yahweh, his counsels, interests, things due to him, things rendered unto him. So, okay, so Paul saying, such trust have we through Yahweh Shah to God, so that we are all trusting in Yahweh, in Yahweh, man. Even being the elect men, even Yahweh Shah, all the way, we all obtain a good report all the way back unto Yahweh. All right. It says, whatever can in any respect be likened unto Yahweh or symbol him in any way. All right. So all our trust goes back into Yahweh, man. God's representative or vice regent of magistrate and judges, man. So God's representative, man, you know, basically what he have, his will, you know, because the Father is a representation of his will, man. That's why it's so highly sought after, you know, to where it have to be all the way fulfilled, man, in every aspect of which he drawn it out to be. And there's no other way. And I get this last one right here. It says, not that we are, the 2 Corinthians 3:5, not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of Yahweh. All right? Let me get that real quick. Get that word sufficiency. It's a lot of guidance. This is sufficient.
Strong's G 2425. Hikanas.
Hikanas. It says sufficient, many, enough, sufficient in ability. This the point, i.e., meet, fit. So we're not fit to commend ourselves. Going back all the way back up to 1. We're not fit, but it's sufficient in the Lord. For the Lord is meat. He's fit. He's all. He's everything, man. And that's his name. All right. I'm gonna grab one more precept for that one. Just to close it out. 1 Corinthians 15. And just to prove we not fit. This 10. It says, but by the grace of Yahweh, I am what I am. You see that? So Paul never was lifting up himself. He was only lifting up Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And his grace, which was bestowed upon me, was not in vain. See, we are sufficient for the grace of Yahweh, not the other way around. Okay? Yahweh is not sufficient of our grace. It's not the way it's worked. Can the clay say to the potter what he won't be? It's not that way around, man. It says, but I labored more abundantly than they all, yet not I, but the grace of Yahweh which was in me. So the ultimate thing is, man, we are not commended ourselves, of this work, man. We have been hand chosen, hand picking, hand chosen by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. So he's the one that's commended of all things, okay? And with that argument, we not sufficient for this work, man. But Yahweh make it all sufficiency, man. And with that arguments, I hope that was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, the honors to the elders, apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to the true arguments that's pushing this work around the globe in truth and sincerity. I'm going to say till next time, Shalom.